Seems like our network is not too strong, but let's see what's going on. All right. Mm. Nigeria, we hail this. We hail thee. Oh, goodness, goodness. This is just unbelievable. Okay, so I'm just trying to find something to work with. These days I'm loving this black and white vibe. Okay, so let's go with this one. Okay, let's go. All right, all right. This is a very touching matter. All right, so from my thumbnail and okay, let me get this off the screen so I can see comments. From my thumbnail and title, I know you have a clue. Some of you might have seen the story online, you know, about the people that were kidnapped. Let's check our sound as we always do. Okay, good. I think it's good. I hope it's loud enough. Um, okay, so two Nollywood actors. I want to put this where I'm sure it's going to pick a lot. It's going to pick very well. So two Nollywood actors were kidnapped. Okay. And I know a lot of people have actually done the story already, but I'm just doing the story now. And I know some persons might be thinking, okay, so why are you running the story now? Why didn't you do the story when it first came out? Blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you why I did not run the story. I really wanted to see how this would play out because over the years we've seen this happen over and over and over and over again. And at this point, we're just trying to see is there going to be a change? Is something different going to happen? And I have a recording that I would want you to listen to also. So just don't watch the beginning and dash out because I want you to get the full understanding. So two Nollywood actors were kidnapped and it's been trend. At first, it was released on the news that they were missing. No one knew where they were. So I guess they were later contacted by the kidnappers, the so-called kidnappers, and a ransom of about 100 million or so is what the kidnappers are asking for. And of course, you know, there's no way these two people can have that. So if you don't know these faces on my thumbnail, then you see that the lady on the hello Oyoyo, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you so much. How is vacation going? You're still diving into YouTube, eh? I was thinking you're just gonna enjoy, be grooving. Okay, so how are you doing today? Yeah, so I'm here to talk about the two Nollywood actors that were kidnapped, and the video that I just listened to actually made me to come here to talk about this because I wanted to see how this would play out. When at first when they said they were missing, and then I was waiting to see. Oh, really? You're back? Oh, wow. Welcome back. I was really waiting to see if they're gonna pop up and it's gonna be like a mistake. Maybe they were in a place where their phones were not charged or something. I was thinking they weren't really missing, but then afterwards, some days, people said they were kidnapped, and then the agent released a statement. I feel so sorry for these two people. Exactly, and the moment you look at them, you know that these people cannot even afford 50 million together. Like both of them together cannot afford 50 million, let alone 100 million. Like these people are so ridiculous. The kind of amount of money they demand, these kidnappers, they're so ridiculous. But if you've been close to someone, or you know someone, or a family member has been kidnapped before, then you know how traumatizing. I know because I'm speaking from experience. Okay, not one, but two of my family members, and I know how it was. I'm not even going to get into that because that's not why we're here. But I'm just saying that if someone close to you have ever been kidnapped, then you know how ruthless and how wicked. I said two, not two, actually three. Okay, and probably as I'm talking, I'm going to remember more. So actually, three family members has been kidnapped different times, different years. Okay, one was just as recent as this year, few months ago, we were battling that. Okay, about 2 months ago, we were battling with that. Okay, so yes, um, let me read. Let me read comments. Let me see. Where's the comment? Okay, so Yo-Yo said, I feel so sorry for these two people. Exactly, exactly. The fake life Nigerian Yeye British display on IG has landed these poor actors into the den. Exactly what I think. That was my thought. And then when Emeka, I don't know if you've seen the video, which I'm going to play it soon. The video from the Actors Guild president, Emeka Rolas. I cannot even believe this. And I just hope people are listening and seeing what is happening. Because now we're talking about kidnappers mocking people. Anyway, let me just play the video before we do our analysis, okay? Let me go get the video and play it so we hear from the horse's mouth, which is the president of the Actors Guild, Emeka Rolas, talking about this kidnap and what happened. Well, you said, my sister, oh, well, the comment disappeared. I'm going to read it. Okay, so let me open this so we can listen to it. What's going on? Something's going on. Wait. Wait. I want to get this from the beginning. I'm not sure why. What the heck?
To brief you about the happenings over 5 days now concerning our two colleagues who were abducted a few days back. The situation still remains the same, but we are believing God to do his miracle, to do wonders at this point in time. Yesterday, while talking to the abductors, we tried to explain to them that we're putting some funds together, we're contributing, and we said we have about 1.2 million. And they started laughing at us, they started mocking us and said, all those your celebrities posting us on Instagram, why haven't they contributed? And immediately it got to me that these people are watching us. So it's not the best time for us to begin to circulate this information on Instagram. Therefore, we have dedicated an account, the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Enugu State Chapter account, Zenith Bank, for us to make little contribution. I urge all of us to see to it that we make this contribution because we do not know who will be in this kind of situation again. But we pray to God that none of us will have this kind of experience. I want to thank all of you for the calls, for all your advice, all your contributions showing that it's our own problem. Thank you. God bless you.
So this was the message. You've heard it from the horse's mouth. This was the message from Emeka Rolas talking about the situation and what's going on. Exactly. Can you imagine? He said, maybe some of you didn't hear. He came in greeting everyone before he said he has an update about the situation that was going. And talking about the situation, he's talking about two of his colleagues that were kidnapped. And as the president, he knows that it is his responsibility to do stuffs like this because he's the president of the Actors Guild Nigeria. Okay, so he talked about how they contacted the kidnappers and told them that they are actually working on something. Okay, they are trying to raise funds, put money together, to raise funds because that's what the kidnappers are looking for. And then the kidnappers started laughing at them when they told the kidnappers that they've been able to raise 1.2 million naira. The kidnappers started laughing at them, mocking them, that how is it that that's the only amount that they've been able to raise. And the kidnappers also told them that what about all those celebrities that are posting stuffs on Instagram? How come they are yet to contribute? So you see how Some people are just so irresponsible, inconsiderate. Things are happening. They are busy posting houses, posting cars, posting all of this. What will happen when something, and this is happening to your colleague? You don't need to be close to that person, but both of you work in the same agency. And you people, a lot of you are still acting so nonchalant. Anybody could be kidnapped. Nemuzo, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. And hearing this man saying that the kidnappers was mocking them actually took me to another level of being upset. So we've gotten to the level where people are, and this has happened over 1,000,000 times in that country. Like I'm saying, 3 members of my own family that I know that were kidnapped, and ransom had to be paid for them to be released, and they came out looking like bag of bones. These are hefty, strong men that if I show you their photos now, if I give you the handle to check them out, you see how hefty and how good looking, full, able-bodied men when they were kidnapped to when they were released. If we were not able to run around, sold everything that we needed to sell to bring these people out, they would have lost their life. They would have lost their life. When they recounted what they went through in the camp of these wicked souls, it is just unbelievable. It is just unbelievable. Never say hello, Mel. So it is just unbelievable. And to think that we have the police, we have the army, we have everything that we have. And we have politicians that their job is to squander the money of the people. How is it that we do not have an ordinary device that people they use? Every country you go to, they have like radars that when if immediately you enter their airspace, they can detect it. Here, that this country, I mean, immediately something, whatever, a boat, a plane, anything enters their airspace, they know immediately. They send theirs out to counter to see if it's something going on, to intercept and do the necessary. And we have kidnappers comfortably calling people and even mocking them on the phone. And no matter how much you beg them, even if you have 999 naira, if it's not that 1K, if they're asking for, they will not take it. Even if 1 cent is missing from that money, they will not take it until you meet up with the amount that they told you. And most of them, you cannot even call their bluff, because if they tell you they're going to waste your person, they're going to waste it. Either you will never find the body, or they will drop the body where you will find it. And nothing happens to them. They all go scot-free. These are entertainers. These are people that entertain. Even you, the politicians, don't you people sit and watch Nollywood movies and all of that? Why is it that nothing is being done? And are we even talking about only this one? The people that were kidnapped in that train incident, till today they've not been released, and videos of them kept coming out. How is it that we do not have ordinary equipment to be able to pinpoint where phone calls are coming from? It's not as if these phone calls are coming from outside the country, let's say like neighboring countries, like let's say they kidnapped the people in Nigeria and they took them to Cameroon. They kidnapped them in Nigeria, they took them to Ghana. How did they cross the borders? If that is the case, if that's what we have to argue, how did they cross the borders? Why is it that our borders are not secured? So that's not what they do. They kidnap these people and they are still in the same country with you. Sometimes they don't even go far away from the main cities where the people are being kidnapped. They just go into a forest or a farm somewhere and just build a camp and keep the people there and make phone calls. How can you not trace a phone to which tower it's coming from, narrow it down to what area of that city it's coming from, down to the streets and down to the apartment? Other countries are doing it. Other countries are doing it. Why is it that the one of Nigeria is different? Kidnappers will kidnap someone. They will call on the phone and be mocking people. I'm going to read comments in a bit, but this is really annoying, and I'm going to play that video one more time for you people to hear it yourself. Not just that I'm saying it, and I'm not saying this just because Emeka Rollers. You might want to argue it. If it has never happened to you, you might want to argue it. But as I'm sitting down here talking, I'm telling you that three members of my family, has been kidnapped over the years. The last one we just finished sorting that 2 months ago. If I'm not mistaken, this is 2nd of August, right? So somewhere around May, somewhere around April or May. I'm thinking either towards the ending of April or somewhere in the middle of May. That's when we finished sorting, and that was for how long? My cousin just left the house, went to work, and that's how he was picked up on his way to work. When the wife called the first time, everybody was saying, don't freak out. Maybe he's hanging out somewhere. Because he's just, it didn't make sense. They lived in a secure, at least, okay, we thought, in a secure area where people that you know are doing a little bit okay stay. So you're not really expecting kidnappers to be in such, yeah, they browse through such neighborhoods, but you know what I mean. But that's how he was picked up. The first one that they kidnapped many years ago. I don't remember 20. Let me see. The 2018, 2019. No. I cannot remember how many years ago. But the first person that was picked up, that he was coming back from work, and they intercept their company vehicle, shot people, and picked up the rest of them from the vehicle, about 4 of them. And one of the person among happened to be my family member. And that's how we ran helter-skelter. The second that was kidnapped, the same thing, came out of his home, driving, going to a meeting, and before he gets, just as he's turning into where they were holding the meeting, that's how they blocked him in the middle of the road, broad daylight, shooting in the air and all of that. I was in school and I heard about the kidnapping, and they were like, someone was just kidnapped. When they were saying, I didn't even know that it was my own family member, but I was in school and I've already heard about someone being kidnapped on so street and all of that, and a lot of gunshots and all of that. Only for me to go home, receive a call, another one. And then the last one, we're just sorting out just this 2022. So lots of people have seen this type of, and if you know how arrogant these people sound. And I remember the second person in my family member, when he came out, he was like, you people wouldn't even believe this, the set of people that kidnapped me. Like, they were so small, if not with the guns, like they were very young people, very, like, extremely young, according to him. But yet he was beaten, smashed with the head of guns so many times, full of scars when he came out. So if it has never happened to you, you were like, okay. So these calls keep coming. They call. They talk with you people. Very arrogant, rude, mean, any word you can think of. So how is it that these people cannot find them? Why is the comment? Okay, it's retracted. I thought it was restricted. Let me read. It said, Oyo said, even after all the money scotch, they can save their citizens. Exactly. Do they even care? They don't. You say, Mel, this is hard talk. I have talked about Nigeria in my old videos as if I carry Nigeria for head. So I stopped. Oh, yeah, I totally understand you. And people are not even interested to even, we're talking about 200 million people. 200 million people. We have people living in diaspora. People don't even want to engage in these conversations. But if it's just an ordinary gossip, you see people diving in and talking and fighting and quarreling. This one is my favorite, the other one is not my favorite. And what is staring us in the face is not being discussed. And the boldness, they are getting bolder and bolder. But why wouldn't they? Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? If you're someone that you can do a crime and get away with it, why am I not seeing? Okay, because I'm seeing it there. I'm trying to see Nemuzo's comments so I can read them. Nemuzo said, just don't tell anyone you are coming home or where you are going, or pay for armed men to protect you. Nemuzo. The second person that I said is a family member, because I'm just trying to keep it light, moves around with armed men, you know, because he's a politician. Let me just put it there and leave it at that. He moves around with politicians. Even if we're just, if he calls us, well, let's just go hang out, chill, have some drinks. He has security moving with him. Going to the clubs, his security men are always there with him. He has the one that are stationed in the home. But yet, when these people are coming, it is not a joke. When they've surveyed you and know that you are someone and they want to pick you up, they take their time in preparing. I've seen it happen severally in Port Harcourt. How they kidnap people, the way they shoot, they don't even care who is on the road that day. All your prayer needs to be that when they are kidnapping someone, don't be close. Even people leave their cars and run away. They are heavily armed. And sometimes you ask yourself, where are these people getting all these type of weapons from? Weapons that even our militaries don't have. Where did they get those weapons from? How are they so heavily armed? Who sells these things to them? Who? There are so many questions, and our people are not asking enough, and our people are not demanding enough from the politicians. And now I'm watching and I'm seeing the battle of now some Nollywood people coming out. It's okay for you to support whoever you want to support. It's okay. It is your right to support whoever you want to support. But when are we going to say enough is enough? When? People that you've seen their faces over and over and over and over, and they've not been able to do anything. Likes of Atiku that has ruled before. What was the change he made? What was the thing he did when he was there? Likes of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu that people are singing his praises. Is that not the same person that owns a TV station or a radio? So he's someone that is in the telecommunication business. And yet we have such a messed up system that people kidnap people and call people on the phone and mock them, and we don't have any means of charity begins at home. You don't need to be a lead. You don't need to be an official leader of a group, of a nation, of a country, of a state, for you to be able to make impact in the lives of your people. Hungry men, hungry women are out there singing nonsense praises about these people. And I'm just watching. I was like, first of all, we're talking about people that are not even healthy. How are they supposed to protect the masses? And this is not even if somebody say, you're taking sides with anybody. I am not taking sides, but I am saying, let us at least start with someone that is strong enough health-wise. Because as humans, we all know that with age, as we age, our body is no longer there to do things the way we were able to do when we were maybe in our 20s, 15s, early 30s, 40s, 50s. The older you get, you see that your body is changing. So now we're talking about somebody that is in his 80s or close to 90. If he's not lying about his age, we've not seen his real birth certificate, so we cannot pinpoint exactly how old he is. Now that's somebody everybody is endorsing. I don't have any problem. Endorse whoever you want, but use common sense when you do things like this. His hands are shaking. He cannot stand up straight. Very soon he's going to start having memory loss. Is that the person that you want to sit down and figure out how we're going to deal with insecurity in the nation? Is that the person that you want to sit down and think of how he's going to boost the economy of the nation? Use common sense. Use your common sense. What has he, all of them, all these people that they are parading themselves now? What happened? And I was watching the video from Dino Malaya, Dino Malaysia, whatever his name is, talking nonsense, talking about Atiku Abubakar. He's a businessman. What we need is a businessman that is going to rule the nation, like see the nation as a business, see the ruling of a nation as a business. He has universities. He has secondary schools. He has water company. He has water company with don't even have water. He's into this, he's into that, he's into oil and gas, and we don't have common light. Get the hell out of here with this nonsense. When people say these things, they get me just fired up with the whole nonsense. And people are just there, I am this, I am that. Get sense first. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about people are saying, let us start somewhere. That's the point that we are now, starting from the scratch. First, you need sense. You need someone that has common sense. Someone that is outspoken, not someone that will go to, when they have all those world meetings and he will go there and be doing when they are insulting him, he will not understand because 99% of word there for dictionary no sabi. Or even if he be sabi, because he don't old brain, no, they function properly. Again, you don't remember, I don't know anything. Any paper then drop in front of you, you no go read the paper, check, you don't sign as a mumu. The one way boo-boo do, they never do. You never do. People are never open to see. And then you have likes of Zach Oji, Mumu Gentle Jack. As for Gentle Jack, I call him Mumu because that one from River State. And he vex me for body saying, come out, they talk nonsense. And I saw that video this morning, I was so upset. Vote who? Vote old man, we're supposed their house, they relax. Why not bring out like his son, may his son come contest? Now him won't be president. Now only Nigeria where people won't die on top of seats. Let me see. Why is the comment hidden? Okay. The whole thing is so annoying. Let me see. I'm going to read the comments now because I'm already getting fired up. So I'm going to read comments so I can calm down. Some Treasure Gist, you're back. Welcome back, Treasure. Okay, let me see. What's the last comment I read? I think the last comment I read was from Nemuzo. Let me see. Nemuzo said, "Oh, how did I miss that? Where was I?" Okay, Nemuzo said, "Okay, just don't tell anyone that you're coming home, and all of that." Nemuzo, that won't help at this point. Whether you tell or you don't tell, it seems like these kidnappers are smarter than the system that is being laid out in that country. So they know how to tell people. They have people at the airports. They have people that follows people around to know if at least you have small change. You can imagine. Well, it's not even right now at this point. It's not even about who has small change or not, because these two Nollywood people that they kidnapped, can you even rank them among the 50th richest Nollywood people? This woman and this man, you can't. If you're lining up all the Nollywood people according to money that they have in their bank account, these two people will not rank in number 50. But they were the ones that were kidnapped, because you have these other ones with a big God parading themselves around. Let me keep reading comments first. Said, okay, have armed men protecting you. Sometimes they shoot and they kill those armed men because sometimes those armed men are moving around with counted rounds, like the bullets and all of that. It's counted, and you just cannot shoot like that. You have to There are so many laws that governs them, and they're not even given enough ammunition to go around with them. You get? And now we're talking about people that are fully armed with double crossover. What is it called? They have bullets crossing their chest, tied on their waist, gun fully loaded with how many vehicles they are coming with. Your police people guiding and protecting you, they stand no chance when these people are fighting. If you've seen them, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay, for me, being a rivers woman and a pure, when you say saltwater woman, if you understand what I'm saying, then you will understand. You will understand when you're traveling with boats. Forget it. The level of ammunition, the preparation that these people they've made, that's why they can bill people anyhow. And as people are paying, they're using it to restock their ammunition, make good plans, drive good cars. They are fully prepared. So when they have a standoff with the military always gets more casualty than them. Few of the boys get killed. Majority of policemen are shot dead or they retreat. And most times, with sense, the police people don't even want to come if you call them and tell them kidnapping is going on right now or robbery. They don't come immediately because they know that they don't stand a chance. Let me keep reading comments. Okay. Oyoyo said, host, this is so emotional. It is. It is. Imagine the kids of this lady and the kids of that man. I believe maybe both of them were going to location where they were going to shoot a movie, that maybe they were going to pay them 100,000, 150, or at most 300,000, let's just say, of which I don't even think so, but let's just say that they were going to a location where they're going to film and then make, like, let's say 300,000. Inside that 300,000, you go pay children's school fees, the ones that are in university, you will pay house rent, you buy foodstuff, and every other thing. How much do they have? And then they didn't even arrive at the location. They've already been kidnapped. How much do they have in their accounts for savings? How much? My daughter wanted us to go see grandma. I told her the country is not safe. Exactly. Until that change starts happening, everybody should chill where they are and keep praying for the nation. Nemuzo said, Oyoyo, you scared me with your last vlog, but I'm glad you're not. I was laughing. Nemuzo, when I was reading the comments in the comment section, I was laughing. I was like, Oyoyo, from the moment I saw her premiere, I knew she was going to get a lot of people. They're gonna like, oh, I was just laughing throughout. Oyoyo said, Nemuzo, Biko, don't be. I'll change the title later. No, don't change it. It's very good. Don't change it. That's what's good for YouTube, okay? Because when you're going with mild titles, you see that it doesn't bring traction, like my channel, for example. When you just go mild, that's why some people are putting title like somebody died even when the person didn't die yet. Just so yeah, the title is perfect. It's not, you don't have to. It will make them click. I did. Yes, it will make them click as I did. It's true, Inemuzo. Treasure said, Treasure said, hi everyone. You're welcome, Treasure. I'm sorry I didn't welcome you when you came in the first time. The topic is just so touching, and it's really emotional. It's touching. Even if you've not been close to someone that have been kidnapped before, you can feel when they explain. If you listen to people that have been kidnapped before, when they explain what happened to them, you can at least, with your human feeling, you can tell that it's not something that you even want to wish on your enemy. Just say hi, yo, greetings, sis. Okay. Hi, host. Real rant today. I'm telling you, today is just rant. I'm just seeing a whole lot of things that are making me angry. I was preparing myself to come for Zach Orji, Gentle Jack, and a lot of people that are busy, supporting this old man. And I don't have anything against the old man, but I just wanted to give my own points and reasons why I don't think he is fit for that position. Yeah, but then I now saw the video that Emeka Rollers did, and I was like, okay, let me talk about this, because when this news broke out, I didn't want to run the story. I wanted to see how it would go, if it would be a little bit different from other stories that I know. But seeing this particular video and seeing that it's just exactly the same thing makes me even more upset. So I was like, I'm going to talk about this. Then if I have more time today, I can discuss the other. We just cannot ignore things like this. We can, because you might not be at home, you might not be in the continent, you might be outside the continent, but don't you have family members? Don't you have relatives? Don't you have old people that are there? Don't you have loved ones that are there? So we cannot all keep quiet. We all have to speak. And we have to keep talking until we see the changes. Okay, so okay, I think these are greetings. So please start. I should start coming or claiming. Which one? I don't understand. I should start claiming, please. Which one? Which one? Let me know. I don't understand them. Are they a bunch of idiots? Treasure wahala. Oh yes, I hope. Please leave expired politicians. But people are getting all fired up with this whole thing, and saying things like, he's the best man for the position, he's this, he's that. Yeah, can you not endorse someone with a little bit of common sense? Right now, we're not talking about and how do you even, probably I'm more upset because I'm someone that is into fitness and all of that, and looking at this man and seeing that he's not fit at all makes me even more upset. Because trust me, there are people that are the same age with this man and they can still stand properly. They can, because they've been eating right, they've been taking care of their health. They exercise, they do everything that aged people, old people need to do just to keep body and soul together. Okay, but people like this one, he's constantly chasing money, 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 and he's not paying attention to anything else. And then you come here, someone like Zach Orji, is telling us he have been in Lagos for 25. Lagos kill you there. Like, I'm my God. Who cares how many years you've been in Lagos? What it consign me? Like, if you've been in Lagos for 100 years, what you make I do? I go fly? I go fly? Just because the man has done one or two things in Lagos, make we fly? The whole of the 200 million people that are in that country, are they all from Lagos? Are they all going to squeeze themselves in Lagos? Look how choked up Lagos is. That's why I've never been to Lagos, never gone, had no plans of going. I can't be in a city like that. Leave me in stress. We need to work together. So people just keep talking about this whole thing, and I'm just like, what has he really done? If you really have your people in mind, shouldn't you be working to make sure that your people are okay? Work with them. Since you have a lot of money, as people claim, because me, I don't know this man from anywhere. I just hear his name. The past few months is the first time I'm hearing about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I can put a face to the name. I never heard of him. I never knew anything about him. Same with, when they're talking about billionaires like Otedola too. I was already out of Africa before I knew who Otedola was. Because someone was talking, I was like, who is that? They were like, how come you don't know one of the richest? I said, I don't know these people. But I'm just saying that why is it that people like Zach or the Gentle Jack and a lot of the Nollywood people are busy pushing for this man? Okay, you people, he's a good man, right? Can't you people ask him now to help you people with that $100 million, or at least contribute a huge chunk, so you people, the rest of you, can bring in little and little to make up and go and pay up these kidnappers that kidnapped your colleagues, instead of you people to make a video addressing the insecurity in the country, and also talking about how your colleagues are going to be released. You are there endorsing old Papa Gray hair. Let me read more comments. I spent my weekend discussing Nigerian problem. Let me see, did I miss? Wait, it seemed like I missed one comment. We say, host, please leave expired politicians. Okay, the next one was Treasure G said, haha, Oyoyo said expired. We have gone from top to bottom. So Boo Boo was not mistaken. Ha ha ha. Host, be calming down, oh. My sister, we cannot calm down, Joe. We cannot calm down because they are not calming down. Don't you see them? They are not coming down. Last, then go sell everybody for that place. I tell you. And we get our relations we don't hold where they deal. And we get people that don't really fight for that nation. So we know if we calm down, no calming down until this election come pass. We go see how smart our people go be or how foolish. That's what we need to see. But we're not people that will be watching the replay. I'm not digressing because this is intertwined, interconnected, interlocked, and as twisted as it can be. In fact, any other word you can leave it in the comment section. This is so connected together, the kidnapping going on, the insecurity going on, and the politicians and these new faces that are coming to contest for the next 2023 elections in Nigeria. Because if any one of these people wins, I don't want to say their names, but if any one of them wins, then it's another 4 to 8 years. I'm just going to call it a decade because what is it? 8 years. What is the difference between 8 and 10? No big difference. So it's another decade of hell. This is what we call from frying pan to fire, from fire to hellfire. That's the point, that if we're not in hellfire already at this point, that people are being kidnapped right and left and center. So this is intertwined and connected. Okay, so let me keep reading. Names as I spent my weekend discussing Nigerian problem with friends and family. It never ends at all. In terms of how is it going to end when the selfishness of people is actually on another level? How? Oyoyo said, host, please calm down. They are working for their stomach. Isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious? But my question is, I also read this on one of the blogs where they were tackling Zach Orji, and I was laughing a lot. Someone said Zach Orji is hungry, that's why he's doing this. And I also said I saw Gentle Jack's video also, which he did. And I think there's another one too that did in Igbo language, and Gentle Jack did in his Rivers language also. And when they were endorsing this Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they were telling people to vote and so on and so forth. But if we're going to talk about that these people are working for their stomach, are you people telling me that the money that these politicians has given them is going to last them, not only them, their family, their relative, their distance? You know how it is now in Africa. When you have to make sure that your distance to 10th to 20th generation behind benefits. Are you telling me that the money that these politicians has paid these people can last them for the next decade? Because I'm not going to call it 8 years. I'm just going to call it a decade, okay? Okay, because whoever wins is going to finish his 4, come back again for another 4, and ready to come back for another one, just like in Uganda, that the other one has been ruling for since they say over 20-something years, a bit 30-something years, they have one president. This is our Africa, so some of the things that they do. So my question is, have they been paid enough money that will last them for this next 8 years? That is what I need answer to. And if you say yes, my next question is, I hope that money is going to cover for when they're going to kidnap one of your relations, maybe like his mother, one of them, their mothers, their grandmothers that is in the village. Because even Goodluck Jonathan, didn't they kidnap his brother or his relative or something? So there's nobody that they don't kidnap these days, so nobody is ruled out. So is that money enough when they will start asking, when kidnappers will start asking for 100 million, 200 million, you can just go to your bank, sign a check, bring out 5 check bags straight to bail that your relative out. Is this money enough for your children to go to university and strike? So 4 years course become 8 years course and graduate. And you have enough money to give them to start a business, because work no even they safe. Work where they now for man no man. So is that like so many questions I have? Okay, now we're all here in this world, and may God give everybody long life, and let us see where this thing is going. Let me keep reading comments. Say, please, we'll start coming down. It's rant day for host since morning. Yeah, so, but it is necessary, it is necessary that we rant. When we see nonsense like this, it is necessary that we rant, okay? Because you never know, okay? We're going to have generations of generations coming up behind us, and so we might be dead and gone, but our rants will be on the internet, okay? I don't know if people saw a video that is on TikTok, kind of trending somehow, of a debate that happened 1990 what, many decades ago, of a debate in school. They had like the Nigerian guy talking with, I don't know, a white guy. I don't know if he was from South Africa or what, and it was a debate and all of that. And people were kind of showering praises on the Nigerian young guy because he made very good points, okay, on that debate. And people were saying, which person papa be this, which person grandpapa be this. That is what we need to need. Did you say enough? Or when you have children, they come up, they're like, but things were going bad in this time, I didn't see my grandparents anywhere. It feels so good to know that when something is happening, you can actually stand and say, yes, we did something. Like for example, they have like a statue, like people were fought in the war and died, and their names are engraved in a statue, and one is engraved in the community. And my husband used to say, you see, my family name is there, and he's very proud. He was not born when that man fought that war for their community here, but his name is engraved on the statue there, and you can always see it there. So he feels proud to see his surname engraved on a statue as one of the people that stood and fought the battle many years ago. So we have to do what we can. We are not down there to say we're going out to vote. We cannot vote. We're not down there to go get our PVCs, but at least we can push for people that are down there that feel like even if they get their PVC, it won't count. People that are selling their PVCs for 500 naira. We have to let people know how important it is, that thing you're selling is your future, not just a piece of paper or just an ordinary ID card, okay? So that's the point we need to make. And if kidnappers can start laughing and mocking people on the phone, what else are they going to do? Come to your house and drink beer with you and still kidnap you in the process? Omo. Oyoyo said, Nemuza said, hello, treasure gist. Oyoyo said, at host, the people they kidnap, what? Oh, what? HPB, people that might not be with their meds. You think so? I don't know if these two people have health issues. I hope not, because it makes it worse. It makes it worse if you're not with, I'm telling you that with the way my own family members that I know, these are hefty, huge, tall, full, able-bodied. When you say, they're full ground. From when they were kidnapped to by the time we finish running around, selling all the things we can sell and running around to every small money everybody gets, whether na 1,000 or go put on for the bank account. By the time we finish running around and everything, like if someone has high blood pressure or anything, then I don't know, because from the way my cousin was saying that they were beating him, and it's not that he was saying, you could see the scars. Immediately he came back, we took him to the hospital. He stayed in the hospital, all of them. They stayed in the hospital for a while before they were able to release them and bring them back home. And we're not even talking about the mental torture, how they couldn't sleep when they came back home. They couldn't sleep. They were waking up in the night and screaming. How they were being hit on the head with AK-47, beaten with sticks. Every time they call your family and your family says the money is not ready, you will be beaten. You will be, they will threaten that they will shoot you, putting the gun to your head, like emotional trauma, physical battery, and everything. Like, so somebody with high blood pressure or any other health issues, I do not know. The story is horrible. I don't even want to go right in, because I'm telling you that 3, so it's not something that has happened once. Two of them worked with a good oil company, foreign oil company, one of these big ones. If I mention the name, everybody can know. 2 of them work with oil companies. So then the other one was a politician. That's the 3 of my family members that were kidnapped, in not back to back, but few years different. And the last one just happened 2022. Okay. So you cannot even fathom the kind of terror that these people go through. So if men that are able-bodied are going to come back looking as lanky, almost as my hand, with giant scars all over their face, every part of their body, then how much more the women, like now that this woman that is even, she's of a certain age, okay, I don't know, maybe she's in her 50s, her 60s, I don't know, and that old man too, that will be somewhere around that age too, at least they will be in their 50s or 60s. If they're in 50s, then they might be late 50s at least. I don't even think they are 50. They might be closer to 60, because I think Ketensh and the rest of that are like 50 years and all of that. So I think these two people that were kidnapped will be in their 60s. So anybody with health issues, the person might pass on before the family will be able to raise the, because the amount of money that is always asked is always a ridiculous amount of money that you don't have from anywhere. And even if you have, you're not even like throwing it away just like that. Makes you angry, because you know that if the government was actually a government that was functional, they would be able to trace those phone calls, narrow it down to the houses, pick up the idiots from their home when they are sleeping in the night, and force them to take you to the forest where those people are being held and get them out. Let me read more comments. In Emuzo, it was Mel that gave me the title. See? Oh God. Oh yes, oh yeah, yeah. There is a yes, oh you got a lot of people. Don't change anything. It's really cool. When I saw it, I was laughing. I was like, this title is on point. Like it's bagam. Before I would even say, let me send her a message, I saw a notification on Insta. I said, let me go and watch first. And I was like, who? And I saw people, I was like, I wanted to even send her a message telling her that this title is going to get a lot of people and more people are going to watch. So leave the title like that. It's nice. Let the leg pulling start. And with all the seriousness that you were putting in your voice when you were explaining the packing and relocating and everything, I was laughing. Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Okay. um. Oh yeah, you said okay. Mm. Oh yeah, you said the man owns Lagos. So if that's the case, then he's holding most people from their balls now. You know, you know what I mean. Like he's holding people somewhere because they know that they don't support him. You know, it's better when you're doing something genuinely. I feel like a lot of people that are supporting Peter Obi are doing it genuinely from their own. Like nobody's forcing them. But these other people, these other two, from what I'm noticing, I'm just speaking from what I see. It seemed like these other people, there is an ulterior motive. Either a check, money don't change hand, or a check has been given, something, something, or you know that he will be able to mess you up. Mostly if you're based in Lagos or you have businesses and things like that in Lagos, you know that he's a man that moves ground, like you're saying that he owns Lagos. So if he's that up there in Lagos, me, I've never been to Lagos before. I don't have a clue what happens there. So if that's the case, then you must support him, because if you don't, your business or whatever you do is going to suffer. Okay, so the Lekki Free Trade Zone is owned by the man. Ha. Now, wow. Is there anything else he does not own in that city? Whew. Only God knows how they make all this kind of plenty money, then they own everything. God save our soul. You have, yes, apparently many are in his payroll. Exactly, it's obvious, because the level of praise is, sometimes there's a way you will praise someone, and each point you give, you will be able to explain, break it down, even into a layman's understanding. But none of his supporters has been able to do that. For me, I'm speaking for myself. None of his supporters has been able to convince me that the man is such an angel as they paint him. Right there on his payroll, exactly. You're correct in the muzo. The treasure said from top to bottom. I don't know the type of bottom we're going to go into because this one is not far from the one that is now. So I don't know how he's supposed to represent us outside the nation. Outside the nation, when they go for all those critical meetings where they're supposed to stand their ground against these outside bullies. If you don't understand the grammar where then they speak in 99, all these people has not be from nose. How you want to understand? How you want to know it in one defend? When you don't even know it in they say that grammar then blow, you never hear them before. So you don't know the meaning. Treasure just said they should be ashamed of themselves, selling their future and generation future. It's because of the desperation now. There's no money, there's no food, there's nothing. It's crazy. Treasure said, I was disappointed when I saw Kanu Wonkwo campaigning for 80. I've not even seen his own video. Treasure, where did you see it? I need to watch all these videos so I can buckle up for all of them and tackle all of them. I've not seen Kanu's own video. I know that some footballers then were campaigning for some, but I know that he was not there. It was like what Taribo West or some of these other Okocha, what's the Okocha people like that, I think. But I've not seen Kanu's own video. Shade, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. I'm down here reading comments. Okay, Nemos said they don't care. We said at host Kanu monster of soup. Are you serious? I've not seen Kanu's video. Did you people see it on Instagram? Please comment for me so I can go search for it. I didn't see Kanu's support. Are you serious? I think there's no way I'm not following Kanu on Instagram. I will double check. Maybe I'm following him with my personal page and not the gist page. So I will go and check the gist page. Okay. Where is it? Zach Orji, master of entertainment. Zach Orji, let him be there blowing grammar. Let him just be blowing grammar. We will see. Nemos said, keep ranting. One day it will lead to real action. Many are now trying to figure out how to make it better, right? But the hunger is making the paycheck that these people are giving to have lots of effects and dragging the people that are really trying to move the nation forward backward. Treasure saying, now wow, just like movie. This one past movie gone. He passed movie. The man is not an angel. He cannot even come to the US. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The man is not, let me read this again. The man is not an angel. He cannot even come to the US because he was chased back. Now, this type of person I don't want to vote for. I rest my case, because if he cannot go to the US, who knows? Only God knows how many other countries he cannot enter. So when they have all those world meetings, automatically on a president, God forbid, but if he wins, on a president no go fit go meeting, because only God know what in don't commit. In name don't enter bad book. Hello, Shade. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Treasure said, host, Kanu own was before the primaries. Oh, are you serious? Maybe he has seen other people receiving Gbasgbo, so he has calmed down now. He's coming down, I guess. We said, at host, I mean, Kanu would be made Minister of Sports. You think so? If Oga Sheki Sheki wins? Okay, well, okay, then that means the other people are voting for what's his name, Atiku. I say voting. The other people are pushing, campaigning for Atiku, right? Because I know there were lots of footballers, if you remember, that they were praying for him. I think likes of Taribo West, no Kanu, no Kanu, the other one, Okocha, and a lot of them were kind of having a lunch, a dinner, or a lunch, because it was daylight that made that video. That people were like, oh, and I don't start already, so then go they drag who go be minister of sports now. I mean, one go be minister of sport, the other go be minister of water, the other go be minister of light. This is not funny. This is not funny. Yeah. Mm. If he becomes president, there will be like, okay, there will be a clause that will allow him. I hope he doesn't. Because let's just face this fact. And I know I even speak this thing for English now, sef, because I don't want all these people at this hotel around here to hear everything that they talk. So if this man now, this babalawo, abi baba what, I don't know what I'm looking for a Yoruba word to use now. This old baba, hey, abi na baba ishawuru, abi na baba olokosojuju. if this baba come win, they come dey hold all those meetings dem wey world leaders dem go come go sit down finish for panel. Shey na so im go sit down there dey sleep when dem go dey discuss something wey dey very important about im country / im continent, im go dey sleep. Or by the time im stand up from where im dey sit down waka reach where mic, then im go forget wetin im wan talk. Because sometimes, no be everywhere you go go with script o. Abi after 1-2 hours of meeting, baba go faint. Ay, broom broom. Oh God. People should just think. People should just think. Even if we will set everything else aside and say, he's a good man, he's such a saint, he's such an angel, he's been helping people. Excuse me? Can you see his age? Can you see that he's not healthy enough? Can you see that he's not strong enough? And can you see that the age that he is now, he will start having memory loss soon if it has not started already? And his hand that is shaking, is that not an health issue? It's not like someone that has Parkinson or something? And the presidency of that nation, of any nation actually, we know that it is a stressful job. Even those countries that they have young men ruling, you see how they age so fast when they become president of a nation. The stress, the work you need to do, it's not just to answer that I'm a president of a country. The workload that comes with it is massive. And talking about a nation that Bubu has brought from the top to bottom, now you're starting from the bottom to build. He is not fit for the position. That is what we're saying. It is not about if he is an angel, if he's the best man out of the 200 million people in that country. Even if he's the best among everybody, every other person has committed sin, only him has not committed any sin. He's not done any wrong. He's been doing good. He's just not fit for the position. He cannot make any changes. Now people are being kidnapped right, left, and center, and even calling on the phone and mocking people. Do you think he's going to think about that? He's not thinking about that. That's not his issues. Because if he has kids. Because I think the other time we were talking to somebody, they said he has a grown-up son that is in a scandal or something. But anyways, I don't know how many children, but they might not even be in that country. Anyone that is will be highly guarded if they are saying he's almost like the #1 man in Lagos. So, is he necessarily going to think about the masses and the security of the masses? I don't think so. Well, he said, host, the man was chased back because of, oh boy. Even before I said the word, I said, oh boy. Host, the man was chased back because of drug-related case where he fortified money to U.S. government. It's a public record. So anybody can search and find it. Are you serious? Host, did our small madam went for vacation? This one you have. I'm not even finished reading. I'm laughing. Immediately I was about to round up that first one I was doing. That was when she came down from downstairs. She was with her grandma, so she came upstairs and she's been running around, jumping and scattering everything. She just went to sleep. She's sleeping. That's why you've not heard her soon. She will be up soon. I hope I would have rounded up before she wakes up. But I know she will wake up in an hour's time or 30 minutes time. She will wake up. And at 9:30 already now. Wahala. Treasure. I know even go there. Because if that one wake up, everything will just scatter. Oh God, let me see. Okay. So that's already public record. So why are they even singing all these praises? Or is it that these people don't know? I mean these people, I'm talking about likes of Zach Orji, that they are public figures that people know, people follow them, they have huge following, and every move they make, people gonna scrutinize it and all of that. Do they not know that this man has such records? It's possible that they don't know. It's possible that no people in Nigeria don't know about it. But people travel a lot, so I doubt. I doubt. They said, okay. Oh God. There's a host. He will go and speak now. He will go and speak. Now for Dudu, beans and rice. Baba Shaki Shaki. Baba Shaki Shaki should go and rest. As in, this is just this is not just it. At all, do you know if this man had produced his son, I would have voted for his son. But that will make more sense, even though he will be like the godfather behind his son. A lot of people would have. I agree with you, Oyoyo. A lot of people would have. And this, I didn't know he had a grown-up son until I think when this Lover thing, if I'm not mistaken, I think Lover mentioned him. Him, I think a guy, and I was asking who was that. And I think Oyoyo, you were the one that said that's his son. And I was like, oh, Baba has a grown-up son like that already that is doing things already. So this makes me to wonder if he has a son that is that grown already, that is doing things in the nation already. His name is trending for things that are not so good or whatever. Couldn't he have actually groomed his son if he knew that he had this political thing, but the way the years were going, he wasn't able to contest and all of that, but he's been doing a lot of good and he knows that a lot of people will back him up, mostly those that are based in Lagos are going to base stays or goes in and out of Lagos. Anyone that's familiar with Lagos, it's going to back him up. Then he should have put his son forward, because then we will not be talking about health issues. We will not be talking about somebody that one day, for example, like Boo Boo now. Every day he's in London for checkup. Every day he's in London for checkup. But other people that don't have money to go to London for checkup, they are there buying in the nation. We don't need leaders that will, the first thing that happens to you, the first mosquito bite you get, you're flying all the way to London to go and get a mosquito injection, or to go and buy paracetamol in London, as if they don't sell paracetamol in your nation. We're not looking for those kind of people. We're looking for people that are strong. So if he would have brought his son forward, that would have made more sense, because at least we will be looking for other things. And we have to look in and out. And why I'm saying this is because I have listened to this man talk. Like I said, I don't know. So may I try to listen to what other people are saying about. I hear a lot of praises about him. I said, okay, let me try to watch videos where this man is addressing issues or talking about anything. And I listened to this man talk. I've listened to Atiku talk. I've listened to Peter Obi talk. It is clear that Peter Obi has more sense, like common sense. Right now, I'm not even talking about book or going. And his response, but their response also towards anything, when questions are being asked, the way the Peter Obi responds, he looks like someone that is willing to learn if he doesn't know. Okay, so nobody should come here and say I'm endorsing. I'm not endorsing anybody, but I'm just giving you people point, because I have to be neutral as I'm analyzing and talking about this, because when you're someone that you bring out the news and all of that, you cannot really take sides. You have to be neutral and all of that. So let's face facts and bring out points. I don't even understand why they've not already given them the presidential debate yet. What is going on? Shouldn't the three of them, or the how many people, I don't know, at least these three are being talked about a whole lot. Why are these three people not on a panel and facing the presidential debate? We need to hear them talk one-on-one on live TV, so we can watch it live and we can read body language, the way you answer question. When you lie, you still say they lie, give the whole world. People that knows how to go analyze by ourselves. But there is not, I don't see the smartness in these other two people. I'm sorry. They might be good businessmen, but we know that a lot of people that call themselves good business people too, they can be very shady. And it's common with people with lots and lots of money. They're always shady in what they do. They oppress the poor. They do everything to steal from people and push everything that's supposed to go for the masses to themselves and all of that in order to make themselves rich faster, okay, and all of that. So you being a good businessman doesn't mean you're a good politician. Just because you're a good businessman and you have businesses up and down, and the other one owns Intel, owns that most expensive university, this one has that giant school everywhere around the world and all of that. This other one is a businessman that owns half of Lagos or the whole of Lagos and all of that. That doesn't make you a fit person for a presidential race, because we're talking about we need smart people, because we're fighting battles from inside and outside, and the outside forces are very strong forces, if you know what I mean. So we need someone that the person's head is walking like back to back. So as they are bringing, you know what to use to counter. As they are bringing, you know what to use to counter. Just don't sit there and then when they give you one, you're like, there's this man, his name is something Farrakhan. I think he's a Muslim, he's a Muslim, like a Muslim pastor, like some, like he's just in between, but he's a Muslim, but he preaches, and he's he stays in the US. He wears this big Farrakhan something, I think is his name. I don't remember his full name. And an interview of him just came out, and his response was so cool, where someone was pointing to, I think it was either Nigerian person was referring to, or one of the African countries. The person said is the most corrupt nation in the world, and that man countered him immediately and said to him, "You people have no right to say a thing like that, because that country is only how many years old, and US that is 200 and something, as at when that video, 200 and something years old. You've done more than what any other nation. You call them the most corrupt, but they are not the ones that dropped atomic bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. They are not the ones that did it. You forced them to take a... That man made a good point. If I find that video, I will come out and I will play, and I want people to hear the points. We need smart people that makes points. Yes, I think Nama is an Islamic leader, and his church is kind of, mix the dress in a kind of way. I listen to him a lot, but I'm trying to remember his full name. But that man makes a lot of Louis Farrakhan. Yes, him. That man has, his brain is working. I'm just using, if you don't know him, go and search for him and listen to his, listen. The man makes a lot of points, and he gave for this question, he said to the man, you people do not have any right to question any of those countries, any of those African countries, or anything, because you people are forcing them with your own system that you are even yet to accept, and yet you've been for how many years with your so-called democracy. Leave it for people like us, people of color, to go in and talk to our people and try to make our people to understand stuff. I'm just giving this as an example. We need people that when you go out there, when you see the way people speak, like in the live stream I did in the morning, I made mention of when the recent videos, these are also trending on like kind of trending on TikTok, because I just saw them from people, I don't know, not people I'm necessarily following on TikTok, where different media outlets from the US, from any other country you can think of, when they were talking about the war between Russia and Ukraine, and how the Ukrainians were, leaving their homes, fleeing, boarding train. You can see how the train station was packed with people trying to flee from Ukraine and all of that. And So many people, different people kept saying that, people reporting news, and these were their words. These people are Europeans. These people you see here are Europeans, and they should not be refugees. It is not a third world country. It's not, like, really? Like, really? Seriously? And then another one that popped up in the news that people are also addressing on TikTok was the lady that was boldly lying, and nobody corrected her when she was busy lying, talking about votes, and in countries like Uganda, that is it Kenya, she said, I think in countries like Kenya or Uganda, she mentioned that pregnant women don't vote and they don't have the right to even come out to vote. And she clearly was lying on national TV about a country that she probably has never been. We need smart people that can stand and defend their people. That's my point. So whoever you are endorsing, know who you're endorsing, know who you're pushing for. We need people that can stand and defend and fight for the rights. We still have African countries paying money to likes of France, Germany, and the rest of them. They owe them, but by force, then they collect on our money, collect everything that belong to them. But yet, then go call on our most corrupt people. Who corrupt past them? Who thief past them? Who thief past the Europeans and the Americans? Who thief past them? The biggest thieves in the world, not them. But when it reach time where they go tag people like Nigeria as fraudsters, no matter the level where they do, then fraud, they no fraud. You know, rich waiting, these people don't steal from us. But because we get mumu leaders, we don't know their right from their left. Anybody, if you come out from anywhere, talk about Africa or talk about Nigeria anyhow. So enough is enough. The earlier people start standing, knowing their rights, knowing who they are. It goes up to the extent when you hear people saying, me, I don't want to say I come from Nigeria. Because people don't bother to research. When they look you, then tag you as a fraud, you don't get respond to them because you do small research to know your rights. To know, say, the person where they try to insult you, worse past you, worse past where you come from. And waiting them thief from you, they no go ever pay back for this life. Yet they won't vote idiots because to do small research, they lazy people. But to gossip, people, they run. I said tomorrow, no day. Let me read comments, Joe. Nigeria needs fresh start. That is what it is. I will vote for his son. Same. Exactly. Like, why must it be the father? Why must it be him? Okay, Nigeria needs fresh start. Nemuza said, presidential debate will be broom, broom, broom. Serious. What will he say? He won't show up. Which is something that in other nations, you cannot do that. When they call for presidential debate, you must go. But of course, they're not president, but they are above the law. And those are the people you're looking to vote for. People should use their brain. Gone. Yeah, Oyoyo said Islamic leader, yes. Nemzo said his name, Louis Farrakhan. Yes. The man gives American government hot. He is so smart. I don't know some kind, I don't know the kind of people that some people follow online. No. But me, I choose the people I watch, the people I listen to very carefully. Because when I see somebody that is making sense, I don't care whether they call you bad or they don't call you bad, I will draw my own conclusion by myself from my own head. Not what social media, not what the news tells me. The man makes sense. So I've been watching how he answers questions, different questions, whether it be religion, be it anything. He knows how he's answering and you know that this person is well read. This person is doing his research. He is smart. The man is smart. I'm about to enter a store. Okay. Thank you so very much for being here. I'm going to round up soon to have been here for an hour plus. I have to go do other stuff too. Thank you so very much, Oyoyo. So Nigeria has three options to okay, Nigeria has three options. To very old and expired. The only best option left is Obi. That's just it. And I don't know why people are fighting it. And what one thing people don't understand is if they will give him a chance, if they will give Peter Obi a chance, because we need a young mind, we need a young blood, we need a vibrant person, someone that can still go for jogging, someone that can exercise, someone that can, do research by himself, press the computer a little bit and do something by himself, someone that can still think, someone that can easily travel. We see him rolling his bag, he still can move and all of that. Bring your questions, ask him the questions, those things that bothers you. Let's interview him, and from his answers, his response, all of them, actually, you will be able to draw your conclusion. You're welcome, Cosrep Corner. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. From your own, because listening to all of them, you can clearly see how they think. Atiku's comments, Atiku said in a video that I saw online, where he was saying, the average, the average or the ordinary, I think the average, he said, the average Nigerian is not looking about, the average Nigerian is not focused on religion, tribalism, and all of that when they are doing businesses and things like that. So when we're talking about these things, we should not focus on that. Okay. Oh, he already is kind of defending the Muslim to Muslim tickets already seeing nothing wrong with it. So when you watch their videos, people, let's just open our eyes. Nobody is saying blindly go and vote anybody. We are giving you points. Ask questions, watch their videos. They have official pages, I believe. They have Twitter pages where you can send messages, let them respond. Okay? Watch their videos of how they respond to questions that people ask them. And since they've been running this race, they've been going for competition, for interviews. I say competition, for interviews. Watch those interviews. Sit down and use your data for something reasonable for once in your life, and stop listening to gossip and going to look for when Gist Lover is going to post Apostle Suleiman Bola, or when he's not going to post, or going to look for when Insta blog is going to post something. Use your data for something reasonable for once. Sit down and watch these interviews and see who is making sense. At this point, if we can put in a young man, a young person, a young mind, if that person is not working, we have the opportunity to dethrone that person and enthrone someone else. But let us start by giving the younger people opportunity to also sit on that seat. It's been old men all over the years. Give young people of certain age to sit on that seat, so at least we know that people from their 50s and their 40s too can stand a chance in the future to contest. First of all, they have tickets 100 million, because they know that people in their 40s and all of that will not be able to just squeeze out such fund to pay for tickets alone, for presidential ticket. So let us know what we are doing. It is not by who built houses in Lagos. We're talking about the whole 36 states. Now, we're not talking about somebody that did something that benefited only Lagos. Everybody doesn't live in Lagos. And everybody must not go to Lagos. Let me keep reading comments. So people should just search their conscience and save the soul of the country. At this point, is it even search the conscience? Because some people don't have conscience. When money is involved, they throw away conscience and everything else. This point is for you to use your common sense to know that that money that they will give you in your hands now, you will finish it before 4 years. That money will not last you for the next 8 years, because you have needs, that will come up, things that you did not plan for, that will come up unexpectedly, and you have to squeeze out money. So if you feel like they've given you 100 million and you think 100 million is going to last you from now to the next 8 years, people that they kidnap, they're asking for 100 million or over 100 million already. So if that's the amount they're giving you, so imagine if it was your child that was kidnapped, that money is gone already. The election has not even started. So use your brain. Because if you're voting the right person, even you, that business, that orange that you will sit down on the road to sell, you will find people that will come back from work every day and buy your oranges and even leave change for you, because money is in circulation and money is going round. Money is not only changing hands in the hands of politicians and their children to go and lavish abroad. What's the last comment? Okay. Set your soul. Host, I'm leaving now. Thank you so very much. God bless you, Yo. Yes, okay. Kosref said, hi, host. Hi, people. Thumbs up, done. Thank you so very much. So please just be coming down. Well, we cannot be coming down. We have to keep talking and see how this 2023 election will turn out, because becoming down is what has actually landed us. I remember before I was leaving Nigeria, the same way I was screaming. And I remember how many people that called me stupid. And my words to them is, I'm leaving. I go leave Nigeria before election time. But I'm just telling you people that Boo Boo is not the right person to vote for. I made all this point. But I didn't have YouTube channel, because if I did now, Shea, I would have been able to tell you people to go and watch my videos then. But then I was just having physical conversation and battling and bantering words with people, arguing, debates and everything, that Boo Boo was not the right person. Nobody should make that mistake. People are like, you don't know anything. So many years ago, he was a leader. He was head of state. He was such a nice man. He allowed people to go and pray on Sundays. He did this one. He did that one. I say, now so you see him from. Now that angle you see him from. Me, I'm not even looking at it from that angle. He doesn't sound like a smart person. Then he's talking. You know that this man is not smart. So I don't see how somebody that is not smart can handle a nation as big as Nigeria. And so many other points from what I saw then. I was like, why is it that this man keeps coming and coming and coming and coming? He's not winning, he's coming. Now it's almost like it's a do or die affair. If he doesn't win, people will not rest until he won and he finally did what he wanted to do. And people are crying and my eyes are like, Unto. Now you they cry. I did they cry with you. When I was saying you people like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. If you don't get sense, you don't get sense. No matter how many school you go, you don't get sense, you don't get sense. They need a self-common sense for school. So we have to talk. So it goes down in history. Kosrep, are you laughing? We have to keep talking. So it goes down in history when we will make the point many years later, maybe we're with walking stick or whatever, we've been screaming since. I will be able to say, go to YouTube and check Trending Gist and hear me when I was screaming about that. Because if I was a YouTuber, I would have talked about Buhari then before that 2015 when I was talking. Talking 2014, 2015, when he came before, just before election was when I left. So if people had listened, or if I had a platform that I had put my word there, people would have been able to say, this person we will not know from anywhere, this person no get name, we will not know from anywhere as per social media now, how many followers I get. So okay, I mean, but this thing would have been out there, and I always kicked against it. I saw it coming that Boo Boo was not fit to rule. But people said he was a nice man because he allowed people to go pray for church on Sunday. Oh, God. Host, not be everyone gets sense, so now so they will follow Allah. Hi, God's Rep, greetings from Unique. Okay. Hi, Inem and Jason from Unique. Which Unique? It's Unique Lady P. Say which Unique? It's Unique Lady P. Nigerian invest more time on Aproko. Oh, Unemozo. And you know the worst part? I said I'm going to talk about that one too. That's ranting is coming. I don't know when I will have the time. I don't know if I have tomorrow. That thing of, hey, all you people sit down to do is Aproko. You people sit down and gossip about other people. You talk about other people's life as old as you are. But go and watch those people that are doing Aproko. Go and watch how many people that go to their live stream and compare to other people that are doing just normal story or normal talk about life or anything else. Go and compare the live streams. Sometimes even compare the number of subscribers that some channels have compared to people that comes to their live stream. Compared to those Aproko channels that they might have maybe 1,000 subscribers, less than 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. When they start live stream, you're seeing over 100 plus, 200 plus people communicating and fighting and chatting and giving points and blah blah. Even on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that they have live stream, you see people streaming or talking about Aproko. People pump in, but yet they say they don't like Aproko. And I'm just wondering, is it ghost that goes to this channel to listen to Aproko that is going on? People are just lying. They enjoy Aproko. When you just do the Aproko, gossip other people, bash and this and that, they fly to go listen. And you talk about politics and things that affect all of us as humans. People are not interested to give their opinions, suggestion, what they think about anything. They don't care. I just wish they will all put the same energy and time in improving the country. If they do, things will change. The level of which people invest in Aproko, for example, now, this Gist Lover gist that is going on. Immediately, Gist Lover announced that he had Telegram. Go and see how many he has on Telegram. Go and see the number of following on his Telegram. If Gist Lover will create a new Telegram or YouTube or Instagram or any today, and just post it on one, because they're always dropping his channels. Immediately he posted, thousands and thousands of people flock in. Hello, the bunny goes, you're welcome. I said, hello, our Telegram. Yes, exactly. Thousands and thousands of people will just flock in and start subscribing, start sharing out. But then people say they don't love Aproko. You don't love Aproko, then how is it that Aproko platforms are the ones basking more than anything else? If you're just reporting a normal news, no, you don't get views. People don't come to watch or to listen to whatever you're saying. But once you make it Aproko, once you not be gossip, people flock in, but at the same time, they don't like gist. You're jobless. Those people doing Aproko are jobless. You that you spend so many time watching them, whether as a ghost watcher or because you go and watch and you don't comment or whatever, are you not wasting your time? Because you're sitting there for as long as the person is talking, for the duration of how the so-called jobless person is talking. You too, you're joblessly sitting and listening to the person, so the person can say one thing that will piss you off, so you can go and cuss the person out later. So that's just it. Until people realize that we have to focus and put in same energy. Even Big Brother, people that watch Big Brother always ask, I go just sit down like this. I go just sit down like this, carry my time. They watch people will just sit down for one house. They talk nonsense. They do nonsense, bad character, lie, rudeness, from what I've heard. Greeting host and everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the Bunny Goes. Thank you. You're welcome. Nemuzo, I greet you. Okay. The Bunny Goes is greeting Nemuzo. So I just don't understand, because people invest so much time. They spend their data watching this program. See, Mel, stop amo. And the Bunny Goes, this story long, you don't understand the point where they come from. We don't give plenty points in here. As for this Aproko on, it will be on a different live stream that I will sit down and analyze this thing, because I've been watching it and seeing how it's playing out, and people are complaining. Oh, Aproko people. Oh, Aproko people. But at the same time, as soon as they watch Aproko, the energy on they take proof for Aproko, the same energy on they take proof for Big Brother. I beg, make an take proof for the politics too, because if things better for that nation, it's better for everybody. People spend all their time. I remember, was it last 2 years or what, when people were screaming. Every time I turn on, I go to any social media, all I hear is Thatcher, Messi, Lambo, Titans. And I was like, what the heck is this? What is going on? Only for me to calm down and look at the two most rude human beings in the world, with no respect, no home training. Those are the people that old mamas were fighting for. And I vote this one, I like this, I'm a Tasha, I'm a Titan, I'm a Lambo. I say, shame on our head. To crack some people's head. You know, you fold your hand, lick and wear, crack their head. Now I'm going to hungry you. All those type of energy that they put into these things will not make sense. Now we're talking about, you can clearly see people that have no interest for the nation are here to rule the nation. People are not talking enough. People are not doing enough. Let me read comments. Okay, the Bunny Girl said, greeting host and everyone. Nemuzo, I greet you. Mel, stop, Amo. I guess it's about the big brother. You they watch and to there's nothing wrong in watching, but I'm saying the amount of time people invest, not only watching the program, but they finish watching and then they go over to other social media to go and fight. They will go on Twitter. They will go and fight for that person they support. They will go to Instagram. They will go and fight for that person that they support in Big Brother house. They will not go to YouTube. They will not fight for that person they support. If you put all those energy you're using to fight into analyzing the politics and thinking of how we're going to move the nation forward, won't it be better if you focus that energy of fighting? I'm not saying don't watch what you want to watch, but when you invest so many hours fighting on Twitter, swearing for people, cursing people out just because you support somebody that you've never met in your life, you might never meet, and somebody else disagree with what your opinions are or who you support, you decide you want to support Mr. A, the other person said the person is going to support Mr. B, all of a sudden the person is stupid, you dey mad, you dey crazy, you did this, you did that. And that's all what you waste your data to do, instead of you to use your data to go and watch the interviews of all these people that are contesting, that are coming or contesting for presidency, so you can analyze and dissect and see who is fit. So on the day of voting, you will know who you decide to vote for from research that you might have done and analysis that you might have done already. But you're busy fighting for Big Brother. And at the end, these people will not come out from Big Brother house. They see you on the street. They will just look down on you. Even if you want to go and take photo with them, they will just, like, a beg, shift. Who be this one? But you've been fighting for them, voting for them, doing all of that. And I'm not saying don't watch. Of course, everybody needs something to watch, to relax, wind down, whatever makes you, it's good to enjoy all these reality TV shows and all of that. But don't finish watching and going online to go and fight other people and buying other people's matter on your head for a person where you don't know. But the political matter that you're supposed to carry on your head because it affects you as a Nigerian living in that country, and whoever wins is going to rule for the next 8 years, which is like a decade. So if you vote a good person, good for you, things will change slowly, but it will change. But if you don't, you will carry head, knock wall. Let's keep reading comments. Names will say, hello, princess. We dey use BB Naija take comot stress. So, it good to watch. But that too much fight, that toxic environment that people don't create is what I'm against. Watching it is okay. It's not really for me. I cannot watch people sitting down, lying like lie past the as big as Africa, big rich. They are lie big past Africa. Like the one I saw online. I don't watch this program. I just see what people tweet out. And someone was saying the person spent over 1 point something million, a bit 2 million for skincare routine. I beg. Which kind of skincare routine you they do? Where you they spend over $1 million, and which type of work you they work? You they work for Shell, Chevron, or even people they work for Shell, they spend that type of money for skincare. Which kind of cream you they rub? Then bring and come from heaven. People go just they lie just to make themselves relevant. Then at the end, then go come they influence the younger ones, make the younger ones feel say to go use expensive cream. Now be the main thing. Meanwhile, we get our ancient people where they use canyons oil and I then get the most beautiful skin than this Afarikrodo heads that child. So there's just a lot of points that watching is not the problem, but going to fight. And when people are watching and you see these people lying, you don't want, you know how much I spend, how much for my this, I spend that. Everybody's talking about how much they spend. And people these days feel like the more money you spend, the more this thing you make. What people don't understand that wealthy people don't make noise. It's only poor people that do. And it is only poor people that dress to impress. Oh, make I go buy Brazilian hair. Oh, make I go buy Bone Straight. Oh, make I go buy iPhone 13. Oh, make I go wear Gucci, Prada, this. But you see the wealthy people, they are just wearing ordinary t-shirt, ordinary trouser, ordinary no makeup or very light makeup. What to you? I must buy all the designers this. Because you poor, nah. You they try to show people say you get. If you get, you don't need to show. People like Elon Musk, you can clearly see. People are saying, this man get money. Jeff Bezos, he get money. How many times they come back and say, hey, I get money, oh. I be the number one richest person, oh. But only poor people you go see, they struggle, they kill themselves to show off, say they don't arrive. Madam, you don't wake up. Oh yeah, put your head here. Bro. So the thing is, watch what you want to watch, but also have time to do other things. If you watch the Big Brother, you finish, go also and know what was going on when you were busy watching your Big Brother. If there's something, you have your own tweet you want to tweet about. You don't know, the point you might make might just be one that no one has thought of. You just tweet it out there. People are like, oh, I didn't even see it from this angle. You're making a good point. You've added something. Instead of, after watching Big Brother, you now go to Twitter and find hashtag Big Brother and then go and fight everybody that is not supporting the particular housemate that you're supporting. Nigerian issue will frustrate you if you decide to be serious. Not too serious. You cannot be too serious. No matter whatever issue in this life, you just know how to balance. Don't be too serious. Also chill sometime. Sometimes you can be serious. Sometimes you just have to also speak about it. Because some people are not even prepared to go get their PVC, right? Some people are not ready to vote, but at the same time, they complain about bad governance. And names will say they use a proco for comedy. But we are saying put same time in fixing the country. Exactly. At least make it 50-50. You like Aproko, everybody like Aproko. But you go fight. When you finish fighting for your Aproko, then go take the remaining 50%, fight for your country. To balance it, make it 100%. The Banigo said, lots of people don't want to talk politics because our country will start fishing you out when you talk. Well, you don't have to be too deep. You don't have to go in too deep. You do what you have to do. Say what you want to say. Let it just go down in history that you have made the impact. In generations to come, let the young ones that will come up then not say, but what were those people doing then? They could not stand for anything. Nemos will say, exactly, Mel. At the end of the day, it doesn't change anything. Them get time for fight now. That's what I'm saying. People that have time for fight, they should also channel that fight into the right channel too. Not only for Big Brother and Apostle Suleiman Bola. As people are busy fighting, bringing that channel and all of that, they should use that time to fight for the nation too. Okay, because at the end of the day, Apostle Suleiman's Bola will always be in his body. Whether it circulates the whole planet, it will still be in his body. It's not going to disappear. It's not going to get shorter or longer. So that's not even something to be debating on. Let's debate on the people that we see that are coming to contest. Who do you deem fit most, and what are your criteria, and how did you arrive at that conclusion? Nemus said, Princess, not necessarily politics, but how to improve the country without actually picking sides. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You should always be on a neutral ground if you want the best for the nation. You don't have to be tribalistic. You don't have to say, okay, this person is the same religion with me or whatsoever. You have to be on a neutral ground and do your own analysis and see who you think and why you think that person is fit for the position, whatever position it may be. It might be your local government chairman. It might be the person responsible for your street. Before that person is being voted in, try to see all the people on the list and know who's going to make sure that when it rains, the drainage is clean properly, is open, so the water can flow properly instead of the water flowing into people's houses and damaging properties that they suffered so hard, they worked so hard to buy. And that they have to replace just because a selfish person is in charge. Next is even on YouTube, people buy big YouTubers matter and open hate channel to fight for them, grown married women. Talk more of the youths. I get you, Nemuza. But is that not the point I'm trying to make? The bunny goes, imagine somebody fighting for a full-grown person that can actually fight their own battle. Imagine fighting for this person or anybody at all that you know that the person is very outspoken. If we were talking about someone that is not that outspoken, someone that is kind of maybe mentally, physically, or somehow challenged, then okay, you know that you're backing that person up because that person cannot stand the other person attacking or saying something bad in your own eyes. But somebody that can fully defend themselves, capable of handling their matter, you decide you're going to go and create a hate channel. It shows the level of shallow-mindedness of that person or of those kind of people that feel like it is necessary for you to keep attacking people, attacking their family, and doing things like that, all in the name of you're trying to fight for someone's justice. Channel that into the main source where we have politicians that are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, money missing, and they're giving you excuses of snake swallow money, this one rat chop money, and nonsense that you know that that is just around nonsense. But you're busy fighting for a YouTuber instead of you to go and demand that they give you a tangible reason why that money that they were supposed to use for something in the nation is missing. So it just shows how people's priority are completely misplaced. And that brings me to the point where that we were making when the video of Emeka Rollers that came up, where Emeka Rollers is talking about these two people that were kidnapped. Have you seen how some of the Nollywood people are acting right now that two of their persons are missing? It doesn't matter anything good that is happening around you right now. You have to keep it low. Even if you don't like these two people that were kidnapped, you just have to just be mute. Keep everything low. But some of them are out there acting like nothing happened. They are still flashing money. They are still flashing wealth. They are still flashing properties. They are still flashing things, making the people think that Nollywood is making so much money. That's why they can kidnap these two old people that, like I was saying, that even if you rank them in, if you try to rank all the Nollywood actors, either from Asaba chapter, Lagos chapter, Nigerian chapter, Yoruba movie, all of them, sum all of them together and try to rank all of them together, these two people that were kidnapped will not fall on, they will not be in number 50 on that list. This woman and this man, they will not be in number 50. They don't have 100 million to give to kidnappers. But because the kidnappers has seen these other ones, the ones with small girl with big God, small girls with big goods and small boys with big goods posting massive money. Like Alibaba was analyzing to saying, how come there are some people that they've been in the industry for so many years, but they cannot boast of so much money as some of these people that are just so new in the industry, how much they can boast of. That's why the kidnappers are mocking them, according to what Emeka Rollers, go and listen to it. According to what Emeka Rollers posted, saying that they were in contact with the kidnappers, and the kidnappers, they told the kidnappers that they are still running around trying to raise funds. And they told the kidnappers that at this point they've been able to raise 1.2 million naira. And the kidnappers started laughing. Now, how is it that all those people that are posting things, all those Nollywood people posting things on social media, they are yet to contribute, they are yet to donate? So those kidnappers are also watching, and they can see and they know what is going on. And yet people are still flashing wealth as if they have too much. If you have too much, why have you not squeezed out that 100 million for your colleague to be released, and that person can pay you up slowly? So there's just so much going on, and this nonchalantness and this I don't care lifestyle is making things worse for everybody. Because at first, if people were not flashing all this wealth and all of that, they will not consider kidnapping. Of all people to kidnap is Nollywood people. How much do they have? How much do Nollywood people have? How much does Nollywood make? Nollywood is not there yet. They are slowly going to get there, but at this point, they are not there yet. Where people are kidnapping people and asking for $100 million, 100 million naira. For what? So I get your name. Nigeria need help, lots of help. Exactly. And we don't even know where to start from. With all this rant, I'm going to round this one up. It just seemed like this week is going to be ranting and ranting and ranting because there is just so much on social media. The, the more you just try to just come and just try to see how things play out, it's almost like everything is just going south. The way things are going is just, I don't know. They have limited time to fix that. Exactly. Exactly. Because the way it's going, they might just end up selling everybody. Before you know, now foreigners don't come enter countries. So now we own country. Before you know, then they take over airport, then they take over this one, they take over. They happen already for Africa now. It happen already. Before you know, you go to work as slave for your own country. Now that one people prefer. Now that one better pass. Why not battle it now? Anyways, so I just wanted to come in here for us to analyze together this stuff because I feel like this has been happening for so many years now. People being kidnapped and kidnappers calling in and demanding ransom and calling back to back, because raising this money is not something that you just raise overnight. So the families are always in contact with the kidnappers just to make sure that their person is still alive, and also updating the kidnappers that they are running around, they're not just ignoring, just so they can keep the person or the persons alive, so until they raise the funds to come and bail the people. So when things like this, yeah, tell us. When things like this happen, and up till now, over the years, kidnapping did not start today. Over the years, the Nigerian government is yet to bring in devices that they will put in all the 36 states and every area, every corner, so that when all these calls are being made, they will be able to kind of link them up and trace them down to the state where it's coming from, trace it down to the street, narrow it down to a home, and they can connect a phone making that call, and they can follow that person or persons getting to their hideout and grabbing them in their home when they are sleeping, and force them to take it to the forest and where those other people are, so the people can be released. If they've caught some people through this means, other people will be afraid to do it, because now they know, how are you going to get your ransom? Immediately you pick up your phone to make a call, they're going to trace that call and they're going to find you. It is not something that is difficult to do. It is simple. I believe there was a time where everybody needed to register their SIM. Go through the system, check it out. Any SIM card that is not registered but it is active, block it immediately, straight. We don't care who it is, because it's been announced long time ago that every card should be registered. So if you ignored, well, your loss. Block that line. The person needs to get a new card, and any card that is not registered should not be activated. If any company flaunts the order, sue the hell out of that communication company. Let them after you finish suing them, let them bankrupt or whatever. Let the company shut down. When you start putting rules like this in place, people will be more careful in what they do. People will be more careful. I pray they find them alive. As in, let's just hope that now that he posted, he mentioned in the video, he posted Zenith Bank account number, urging people to contribute whatever they can. He said Enugu chapter also, Zenith Bank, Nollywood something Enugu chapter. They posted the account, and according to him, even though the kidnappers are mocking them that they've only been able to raise 1.2 million, at least the kidnappers knows that they are running around. And from what the kidnappers are saying, they are watching social media also, so they can see, because some people that will contribute will also want to post about it and say, I've done my own part, let's keep doing and just spreading the word. And I just feel like even the Nollywood people are not even talking enough. How many of them have you even seen addressing the situation? This could be them. I remember I discussed when it happened to what's her name? Lizzie Gold in ORJ. She talked about it, And I also sat here and we analyzed that also when she talked about she was driving to location and she was ambushed, gunpoint and all of that. So it could happen to any one of them because of their kind of job. They travel a lot and they have to travel from one place to the other or drive from one place to the other. So they are always on the road. How many of them has actually come out to post and talk about this and urge people to contribute and all of that, knowing fully well that their colleague? It seems like every time they are in competition, even when somebody's life is at risk, they are still in competition. I don't even know what this nonsense competition is about. At the end of the day, everybody will die in this world and then go bury you for ground. Now, maggot go eat your eye, your nose, your ear, your nyash, and everything. So what is all this competition that people are in this world? People are competing. Who go make money pass? Who go make this one pass? You go still die, leave all those things. You go die, leave. Whether now you get 1 million cars, 1 billion house, anything, you go still die. And at this ground, they go put you. They don't go suspend you for air. People don't understand. We can just keep on ranting and ranting and ranting and to never end. I'm just going to end this here. But people should just be considerate. Common sense. Use it. That's all I have to say, because I feel like it's really terrible because a lot of people have been kidnapped and yet they still cannot trace people through phone call. Other people can do it. They can trace somebody's missing. They can trace the person, track the person's phone call. They can track people's cars. If they have to, as cars are coming into the nation, put chips on those cars. Let it be a way that people can be tracked. So those motor two way then go take drive enter those forests and buy, whether na bicycle or you they sell, all must be chipped. So if na bicycle or na they carry drive enter that forest with the people, oh, as you they go, na so GPS they show where you they go. Until you land for middle of Sambisa, then come pick you up from there, your eye go clear. So there are lots of things that can be done, but they just don't want to do it because the politicians, their hands too are not clean. Let me read some comments and we round this up. Okay, I got you. Nigeria needs lots of help. They have limited time to fix the country. God help us. I pray they find them alive. I believe they will keep them alive as they see them walking. But if they cannot raise the money fast enough, then the risk of them dying of starvation or being out in the elements, because they don't give them good treatment and they still beat them on top of that. Princess, the hate channel are being limited. They will soon start closing them without warning. Exactly, because the changes that YouTube is doing lately, it seems like they're really going to catch up with a lot of channels, and a lot of channels are going to be taken down. It seems that way. Because if YouTube wants to find those people with those hate channels, no matter how they cover their face and talk behind the camera, YouTube can actually find them. So let all these cowards without without bone, toothless bulldogs be backing. Because if you are bold, you will stand gallant and speak to somebody you want to speak to directly. Let the person know that, mention the person's name and own it with your full chest, gidigba, and like, yes, I'm talking to you, you know. But these days, the cowards are many. They are multiplying. Very good changes, well. Right? The one I heard they're about to do now is the releasing of people's sub count. I know a lot of small YouTubers are going to be so upset because some people feel embarrassed, or should I say shy, showing their numbers. So now, and I think the date has actually passed. Safe. I think it was the 29th of July. They said they were going to do that, but even up to I think 31st or so, I've not seen any channel that had private that's been open. But it seemed like they're going to slowly start opening them. So slowly, all the people that have their sub count hidden, it is going to be revealed. Oh God, it's really faceless cowards. Like, If you're bold, you're going to face the person. You want to address all the persons squarely, you know. Faceless Cow was spreading lies, right? Removing subscribers. Yeah, exactly that. Yes, they said that too. Yeah. So sub counts are going to reduce. A whole lot is going to happen on this platform. So everybody brace yourself. Brace yourself and get ready. It's just whew. YouTubing is not easy. It's not easy at all. Ooh, almost 2 hours. They have started showing all sub counts. Have you noticed it? I have not noticed it yet. Or maybe I've not watched any channel that I know that has sub count hidden yet. I will check. I will check this evening. Check across channels that have sub counts hidden, then I will see. I'll see if they've released them. Well, I wonder. I was just thinking, what is the reason behind YouTube wanting to show people's sub count? I don't know, because I know a lot of people are really afraid of showing their sub counts and all of that, and kind of conscious, and people really dwell on that. Me, I don't necessarily care. Even if I get one view, I just believe I will keep grinding and making sure, just putting content out there. Someday you don't know what content is going to pick up and what kind of people will be able to relate to your kind of content, because I believe different contents are for different type of people. So once the people can find it, I'm just going to keep grinding, and I don't know when, but on all my channels, I don't have problem showing the counts. I have all of them open, and it's just there. Whenever it picks up and start growing, good for me. I'm just hoping. But I'll just keep putting out content. But I know a lot of people are going to be so pissed off with this sub count exposure. Anyway, thank you all so very much. 2 hours. Oh my goodness. I was thinking it was going to be a quick one. I just wanted to rant. When I saw that video, I was really, really disappointed that things like this are still going on 2022. And we have means to make it end. We have means to put an end to it, but the politicians don't really necessarily care about the citizens. And then people are busy endorsing people that I don't think they should be endorsing. But anyways, thank you all so very much. Thank you so much, Ndemuzo. Thank you so much. Thank you, the Banigos. All right, okay. Thank you, Treasure Gist. Wow. Thank you, Treasure Gist. Let's keep going. Thank you, Cos Rep Corner. Thank you, Yo-Yo's World. Yes, so that's it. Yes, that's it. Yes, Nemuzo, Oyoyo, the Bunny Girls, Treasure, Cos Rep Corner, and silent watchers, people that breathed in and breathed out. Thank you all so very much. I don't know, it seemed like this week is going to be a whole lot of rant videos, because a whole lot is going on also. So there is going to be a whole lot of topics that I'm just going to jump right in and just talk about them as the go. Okay, so yes, like I said, I'm looking forward to this apropos channels, because I'm going to also analyze and address all those people that are saying they don't like apropos. So if I have time, I might pop up this night, but I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. This is like 10 already. If I can't, I'll do that tomorrow. And I think I might use the photo of some YouTubers. Actually, if I'm doing that analysis, I might use some photo of some YouTubers as, you know. So yes, all right. Thank you all so very much. Thank you. God bless you. This is me checking out. Thank you all. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all. So you're still here. Oh yeah, the discussion went to all corners. Like, we had to touch all corners. That's why people screaming 2 hours. I'm still here talking. I'm rounding up now. I'm going. See you soon, Mel. Yes, so yes. Nemos, I'll see you on YouTube Street. You're so supportive. God bless you. God bless you so much. You're not even a content creator, but Nemos is always everywhere supporting. I always see you. Thank you, Oyoyo. Thank you, Nemuzo. Thank you, the Banigos. Thank you, Treasure. Thank you, Treasure G's. Thank you, Cos Rep Kona. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye. Bye bye. Yasas.